Oh my goodness, the man drinking the water bottle is the Olympic champion, Mahe Drysdale. He's one of the most iconic figures in the sport of rowing. Also, I'd like to say thank you to Mahe and his wife Juliet, because they put up my goddaughter Anna McNuff, who is running from the south tip of New Zealand to the very north tip. She's mad keen on expeditions. She's rowed here herself as a competitor, and Mahe and Juliet put her up at their house in Cambridge, New Zealand, and she's successfully completed the run, I believe.
Yes, I was speaking to her mother the other day, and I think they're quite pleased to have Anna back. Amazing event. I can't remember how many pairs of trainers she went through, but it was more than you'd think to run across New Zealand, and what an adventure she had. Rowers are tough in whatever they do.
So, you can hear the sound of the planes flying overhead. And that is Richard Phelps. Mahe Drysdale has heard this so many times before. He is now hoping to secure his 5th win in this event, would you believe?
Attention! Go!
So, the two scullers get off in the lightweight men's single sculls. You can hear the out-breath. I think that's Mahe Drysdale's out-breath. He's not known to be the fastest starter in the world of international sculling, but boy, does he have a fantastic second and third quarter of the race. I expect the Hungarian to be leading, but only briefly as they come out the end of the island. Csepregi, of course, the Hungarian lightweight on the left of your picture, has been really fast in all his races in the first part of the race. Mahe Drysdale, the Olympic champion, well, Mahe's gone out quickly, and so too has the Hungarian.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the Hungarian is putting in 44 strokes a minute at that point, and you can just see those different styles. But Mahe not always had the fastest start, but look at him now. He really is working to explode out of here, Martin. This is the 14th year, I think, that he's been selected for the New Zealand team. Such experience, and he's done most of it in the single scull. Phenomenal athlete.
Of course, he was in the 2004 Olympics, but in the New Zealand 4 where you competed, Sarah. So Mahe Drysdale edges out gradually from the Hungarian sculler, Gabor Csepregi. He's been on the international scene since 2008, but as a lightweight, which kind of means that he would weigh in around about 70 kilos. He's weighed in here at 11 stone 7. There's no lightweight category at Henley, so the lightweights can afford to bulk up a bit, but Csepregi, he's not the fastest lightweight sculler in Hungary. They've got a double going for Olympic selection with the likes of Peter Galambos. And Csepregi is here because there is no event in the Olympics for lightweight single sculls. It's a double scull, and you've got to get into that program. And he can't quite make it into the Hungarian Olympic event program for the lightweight men's double sculls. But let's watch Mahe Drysdale do his work out in front.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll only be watching 2 finals with single sculls here at Henley today. Out of the 20 finals, it's just the very top event that the single sculls compete in. We've got Mahe Drysdale on this side, and look at his sculling. He just gets such length. He is a strong man. He's a tall man, but he does get that real power, and that just moves the single scull, and it's brutal. His oppositions just know this rhythm will come and come and come down the course, and at some point you just see his boat ease ahead.
So Mahe Drysdale from the West End Rowing Club, and you'll know where that is watching us in New Zealand. Of course, if you don't know and you're watching us from around the world on BBC Sport website or on YouTube or on the red button, you'll know it's from Auckland. And Mahe Drysdale knows this course so well. He comes over here and trains here. I saw him spend, it was lovely seeing him spending time in the crew cafe with Bill Barry, the coach, former coach of Alan Campbell, the Tideway Scullers man. Of course, Mahe knows him so well. He's trained out of Tideway Scullers with Alan Campbell, who should have been in this event. That should have been the final, but Alan Campbell really wanted to focus on doing a good job in Lucerne. Just 1 year ago, Alan Campbell finished 14th at Lucerne, and Jürgen Grobler, the British coach, said, "You're not in the team anymore." Campbell, coming back from injury, couldn't afford to do that again this year. So quite rightly, he's decided to train. He's said to Mahe the reason, and there's the gap between Drysdale and Csepregi. You can see from the camera, you can see the boats following the launches.
It is interesting, isn't it? Because Henley Royal Regatta is absolutely the peak of so many of the event seasons. But for this event and the international cruise, they have to manage it alongside the international programme. 3 World Cups and the World Championships, and now the European Championships as well. And that's quite a lot of racing. And footballers who are listening to this might be thinking, well, you know, our players play on a Wednesday and a Saturday, you know, week after week. Why are you complaining about a few races? And it's just very different mentality in different sports, Martin.
So Mahe Drysdale, the Olympic champion, I thought he was a touch unlucky at the world title last year in Amsterdam. I didn't think he had such a good lane as Andrei Sinek. A little bit of discrepancy in the lanes. It was the Czech who took the world title, but Mahe Drysdale has been in amazing form in the New Zealand summer or winter. The previous year he lost to Hamish Bond, the rower, the stroke of the coxswain spear. This year Hamish Bond couldn't beat him in 4 attempts. Mahe Drysdale won them all. Beat Robbie Manson, of course, the man from the New Zealand double scull. Drysdale has been in blistering form, and of course he won in Varese World Cup 2. Beat Andrei Sinek there, and Fournier Rodriguez, the Cuban, Damian Martin, the Croatian, who's been in such blistering form. And I wonder if there's anybody in the world to stop this man from New Zealand. He is one of the finest scullers the world has ever seen. Of course, there's a big list there, of course, with Ivanov, who has won 3 times Olympic gold, of course, never won the Diamond Sculls at Henley. His great rival, Stuart Mackenzie, beat Ivanov. And then the great Finn Pertti Karppinen, he won 3 Olympic gold medals in single sculling. They're the great names you think of. Mahe Drysdale has, well, we say just that 1 Olympic gold. He was ill in Beijing with a tummy bug and got the bronze medal. An amazing feat, really, but big man, I think this might be his last Olympic campaign, and we're now privileged to see him on his way, one of the greatest single scullers the world has ever seen. He's kind of taking a bit of a more leisurely pace now, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's come down with Mahe, a new father, his wife Juliet, an Olympic medalist herself. So what breeding in that young child, and perhaps what expectation if the world looks on in maybe 15, 20 years' time. We've seen some rowing dynasties here at this regatta. Harvey Kay's in the Forley later on. Tom Kay is one of our greatest lightweight rowers in the past. And you know, you look at this now, and Mahe's done his work. He has just loosened that noise that he was making early on as he breathed out at the finish, that blowout he does, which gives him part of his rhythm. A little bit quieter now, Martin. He's working less hard. He's just enjoying it now, enjoying this final. The 5th win this will be.
That's the 5th win in this event, the Diamond Single Sculls, and sculling in that reverse wing, the black carbon rigger that holds his blades in place. It's a reverse moulded wing that goes into just behind his where his seat finishes at the back of his stroke. It's a Filippi boat, I think the Italian boat manufacturers, of course, ably led by Istok Chop, the famous Slovenian sculler. And it was just announced earlier in the regatta that Istok Chop has won rowing's most distinguished award, the Thomas Keller Medal, for an outstanding career in rowing. So congratulations to Istok Chop. I know you'll be watching from Slovenia these pictures as the boat you love so well, the Filippi hull, the distinctive shape, rowed in here by Mahe Drysdale, comes up to the Henley finish line. He won in 2006 for the first time, then in 2009 he got his 2nd win. The hat-trick came a year later in 2010, and then just last year he secured his 4th title. And here in 2015, Mahe Drysdale goes into the ranks of the immortal 5 times winner of the Diamond Sculls at Henley. And Gabor Csepregi, the Hungarian, you have done ever so well just to be in the final. Drysdale looks at his pulse watch. What's my recovery like? This is a very familiar scene from him New Zealand so good on their active recovery for all their crews after their races.